Hey, Island Heights, Ocean Gate, whoever's out there, Mr. L here coming to you inside the gym in Island Heights Grade School. This will be our last football video that we're going to do today, and then we'll be moving on to something else for next week. All right? As always, first things first, safety. Make sure you are in a safe place to do this. This is a video that I would not recommend doing in your house. You could break something, hurt yourself, hit someone, hurt someone else. All right? I would make sure you do this one outside. As I say that, make sure mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, babysitter, cousin, whoever you're with, knows you're doing PE outside. Don't just go outside without telling anybody and say, oh, Mr. L told me I could go outside. No. Make sure someone knows you are going outside to do PE. All right? And again, I recommend sneakers because we are going to be kicking the ball. We're going to be using our feet. So I wouldn't go without shoes. I wouldn't use Crocs, Sanooks, flip-flops, something that could fly off. I would wear my sneakers. Not a big deal. It's not super long. I know some of us don't like sneakers all the time. It's not the longest time. You can do it. All right? You can wear your... Whoa, almost lost the camera there. You can wear your sneakers for the 20 minutes we're going to be doing stuff to protect your feet for later. All right? So let's do some warm-ups first, and then we'll get into what we're doing. For warm-ups today, what I want to try, we're going to do a little balance and strengthening. All right? So a million years ago when I was in high school, this is something that we did to get strength and balance. We would work on one foot. All right? So just for warm-ups, what we're going to do, you just need 4 markers that are pretty close to you. These can be anything. Stuffed animals, water bottles, milk containers, orange juice containers, soda bottles, anything you have at home. This can be anything. All right? So all you're going to do to start is on one leg, you're going to touch in front of you, to the side, to the back, and then across your body. All right? It's nice and easy. We're going to do it for about 30 seconds. Try your best to keep your balance on that one foot. You want to try to stay on the balls of your feet, which is up here. All right? If I pick up my shoe, it's up here, not on your heel. You want to have a bent knee so you can balance. All right? We're just going to do the same thing. I might change up the rhythm as we go, so you have to listen and do it. All right? So here we go. We're going to go in front. So we'll go with the coordinates on a map. All right? So front will be north. This will be east, south, west. Never eat soggy worms. All right? And always when you come across your body, you want to touch in front. You don't want to try to touch behind. All right? So we'll go north, east, south, and all the way across for west. North, east, south, all the way across for west. All right? Now we'll go north, south, east, west. North, south, east, west. North, south, east, west. West, south, north, east. South, north, east, west. All right? We'll switch legs now. You're working on not just moving your legs and keeping your balance. You're working on something called stabilizer muscles. These muscles help your body work in the correct way. And if you're playing a sport or dancing or something like that, they keep you upright. They keep you balanced. If you have weak stabilizer muscles, muscles, you could fall very easily. Excuse me. You could fall very easily, things like that. So that's what we're working on here. So now we're switching feet, and we're just going to tap with the other one. North, south. Now east is across, west, north, south, east, west, north, south, east, west, north, south. Cross for east, west. Now go west, east, south, north, west, east, south, north, west, east, south, north, west, east, south, north, west. Woo! Almost fell. East, south, north. If you fall, it's okay. If you come on, oh, can't do it, just regather yourself and keep going. North, south, east, west, north, south, east, west, north, south, east, west, north, south, east, west. Two more times. North, south, east, west, north, south, east, west. All right, all right. Now we're going to do a little bit of jumping to get us moving. I'm just checking my time so I know how long these videos are. I don't want them to be super long. All right, so we're just going to jump the compass now. So you start in the middle, go north, back, south, back, east, back, west, back. All right, we're going to do that rhythm for, like I said, about 30 seconds. And then we're going to talk about what we're going to do next, all right? Nothing crazy. Maybe we'll go for a little longer than 30 seconds, just to get that blood flowing a little bit. All right, here we go. North, middle, south, middle, east, middle, west, middle, north, middle, south, middle, east, middle, west, middle. Woo! I went the wrong way. If you get confused, just stop, think about where you're going, and then go back to it. This is good because you jump forwards, backwards, side to side. It incorporates everything, all right? Let's stop with that and let's get into what we're talking about today. All right? Let me move these cones. Don't move these anymore. All right, so like I said, we are going to, this is our last video of football. So the last skill we really want to work on, we worked on punting last time, but there's also a kicking aspect in football. When you kick field goals or when you kick off, things like that. All right, so I'm going to use the footballs, and I'm going to use little dome cones to be my tee. You can have someone hold the ball for you, so you can kick it. All right, just have them put one finger on top so it doesn't move. All right, most important thing with kicking the football, I'm just going to put it on the tee as I talk. You want to try to kick really low on the ball. You want to try to kick really low on the ball, and you want to lean back when you kick, so the ball goes up in the air. All right? So I'm just going to move the football out of the way. All right? So all you're going to do, you're going to take one step to the ball, point your toe where you want it to go, and you're leaning back, swinging. As you swing your leg through, you want to lean back so the ball goes up in the air. All right? So it's going to be nice and high. Do it again. Step and swing. You don't want to use your toes. You want to turn your foot down like you're kicking a soccer ball. Right? We talked about shooting a ball, right? With our laces. It's the same thing you want to do when you're kicking a football. Step, point that toe, kick the ball, and you're leaning back. All right? So it's going to be step and kick. Nice and easy. All right? Step next to, swing your leg, lean back. All right, I'll do a couple and explain some more. So I'll put the ball on the tee. Nice and easy. Again, you can have someone hold it if you have something to stand it up. If you don't have a football, use any ball you have. Use anything at home you have to practice this. Like I said, in soccer, you want to be over the ball to keep it low With this in football, it's got to go high, so you want to lean back while you kick to get it up in the air, all right? Also, you don't really want to step next to the ball. You don't want to step next to the ball. I'll go this way so you can see. Next to the ball, because it's very hard to lean back when you kick. So you almost want to be behind the ball with your plank leg a little bit so you can lean back as you kick. All right? So it's just one step to the ball, and you're leaning back. So it's step, kick. Nice. Oh, came back to me. How about that? All right? Put it up again. Also, if you're using a football, there's laces. I don't know if you can see them on here. Never kick the laces. That'll hurt your foot so bad. All right? Never kick the laces. Always kick the meat of the ball. But again, like I said, you want to come underneath to get it up in the air. All right? If you kick underneath, the ball will go up. If you kick the meat, it'll just go straight. And if you kick the top, it's just going to go down and roll out. All right? So I'll show you all three and what it looks like. All right? So you just take one step to the ball and lean back. And again, you want to plant your foot a little behind the ball so you have room to swing that leg in and lean back. All right? So here's underneath, goes up. See, hopefully you can see that the ball went up a little bit. I'll back up so you have some time to see the ball. All right. I'm going to try to kick right in the middle of the ball now, and hopefully you can see where it goes. All right, so it's the same thing. I'm going to try to lean back, but it's the middle of the ball, so it might look a little different. So one step. It went up, but it stayed about waist level. And that's not really what you want when you're kicking in football. You really want the ball to go up in the air really high. All right? Now I'll kick the top of the ball. I'll kick the very top of the ball here, and I'll show you what that looks like. Same thing. It's going to be a plant behind the ball, and I'm going to kick the top of the ball. All right? So it's plant behind, kick the top, and it just went on the ground. All right, it just went on the ground, so I'll try it again. The top, so I can lean back a little bit as I do it. All right. Oh! I tried to lean back and I missed, and the ball just fell to the ground. All right. So remember, with kicking a football, you want it to go underneath. You don't want to go under the ball. You want to kick the bottom half of the ball. All right. If we were to cut this ball in half, I'll show you. If we were to cut this ball in half, right here, you want to kick this part. You don't want to kick right in the middle. You don't want to kick at the top. You want to kick this part of the ball. So if you kick this part of the ball, it'll go up in the air nice and easy. All right, let's show it again. And remember, you can have someone hold it. You can have someone hold it. If you have cones, you put it on a cone. All right. So I'm going to step, plank, kick up in the air, lean back. Up in the air. All right? Some people, if they're kicking a football, all right, don't even have anybody hold it. They just spin it like that, and then they kick it up in the air. All right? I was talking to you, so it took a lot longer. I'll spin it again, and I'll kick it. So you don't have to have someone hold it. You don't have to have cones. If you spin it like that, step back, step to the ball, and kick. All right? You only need that one step to kick the ball. So this is harder, but it's a challenge. Spin the ball so it stays spinning, and then you want to get under the ball and kick it up in the air. So I'll spin it. Up in the air. All right? Spin it up in the air. I'll show you one more time with the spin. All right? So I'm going to spin it really fast like a top, and then I'm going to take a step back, Step forward and kick it up in the air. Remember, we're not kicking with our toes out like this. This will never go with kicking a football. You want to get your laces to it. You want to get under it and bring it up in the air. All right? Spin it. One step, up in the air. All right? So that's just a couple different ways to kick the ball, where you want to aim for it. All right, remember we talked about not kicking the middle or the top. You want to kick the lower half of the ball so it goes up in the air. And remember, you also want to lean back a little bit as you come through so the ball does go up in the air. Because if you're leaning forward, the ball is going to stay at a level pace. That's not what you want for kicking football. You want it to go up in the air. So people say, ooh, that's a good kick. All right? Try it out. Do the best job you can. Stay active.